Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be quite an interesting one, and that is Sorcerer Supreme against a Labyrinth of Legends X-23. Now I hadn't actually thought about this fight in particular before, but I figured that the Sorcerer Supreme should be able to do this fight because she obviously can get to a point where she places slow and armor break on her opponent with every single special attack she throws, and she pauses them with level 2s, and therefore it should be well within reason to kind of consistently keep 8 plus debuffs on your opponent once you're set up, and that should be able to shut down healing completely. And obviously X-23 does gain these regen buffs, and that will significantly increase the speed Sorcerer Supreme can drop her special attacks, and yes, that should make the whole fight quite a bit better. Now at end of the fight I will show you my mastery setup as well, because I did change it up slightly for this fight. I took off willpower and then I added some extra points in attack, just trying to get this fight down quicker, because it is obviously going to take a while, plus the speed of the fight is quite important. But yeah, here we can see that I dropped my level 3 with the Fury icon active, so that means from this point forward, every time I launch special attack, Wolverine will have an armor break debuff placed on her. And now the second kind of like important thing is that I always have enough of those slow charges, the ones that I get when I throw my special attacks in the Icon's Ingenuity, basically the purple phase. And yeah, I just need to make sure that I always have enough of the slow, I don't know how do you call them, charges. So yeah, and now at this point, like every time I place drop a special attack, we can see that we're placing a set of debuffs, and those debuffs are paused for 5 seconds. And at this point, like, we can see that she is regening for nothing because she had 8 debuffs placed on her. At this point, I lost some, and we can see that some regen is seeping through. However, we are making progress slowly but surely, and we are just kind of like getting in the rhythm of the fight. Now, during this fight, I did have like a 20% boost active, just the same as I did in that Venom fight, just because I had a couple of those expiring. So I figured why not to try and make it a bit quicker. And yeah, so here we are having decent fight. 932k crit on that level 2, 8 debuffs on X-23, and the main goal of this fight kind of is to keep it active. The biggest kind of like problem in this fight is if X-23 is close to 3 bars of power and refuses to throw a special attack, and I spend a lot of time baiting out, all of my debuffs are going to fall off, and that will set me back significantly. So the main goal of this fight is to be fast and to be as quick as you can from special attack to special attack, and only try and drop level 2s, because level 2s are the ones that actually pause your debuffs, and that is the reason why you can stack them as successfully as you can right now. For instance, at this point we have 5 of each active, which is pretty perfect, which means even my regular punches will do significant amount of damage, especially if I can get to the Fury phase with these, but that doesn't really look like likely. But still, again, 5 of each debuffs are there, 30 plus k crit on level 2, some nice damage on regular combos as is, and yeah, doing well. Another level 2 at this point. For a moment we have 6 debuffs, even though they're about to expire there. So doing very good job so far in this fight. So we have managed to get X-23 halfway down, back to 6 stacks of each debuff once again. Unfortunately no crit there. That crit could have had a chance to go over like 50k obviously and hit the cap there. But yeah, so at this point unfortunately too many of those debuffs fell off. Now we are back at 4 stacks of each, which is still quite alright. And obviously we have that regen supplementing my health pool. You can see that pretty much at all given times I am at a full perfect yellow bar, which is always kind of like a handy thing to have. And just slowly but surely that X-23 is going down. Here we hit that 50k mark, which is always kind of like sweet, and you can always have like a little bit of a smirk when you see that 50k rounded up there. It's a nice round number. And yeah, slowly but surely we are bringing her down. Now, I do have Assassin's Mastery maxed out in this video, and I actually kind of regret it because the whole premise of this fight is me being quick and throwing special attacks quickly. And in order for me to be able to do that, I want X-23 to trigger as many regeneration buffs as she possibly can. Now, Assassin's Mastery messing with that regeneration is not necessarily beneficial for me in the big picture. So as soon as I got to the Assassin's range, I was like, oh yeah, this might be a bit trickier finish here, because it could be a problem. And then I made a small mistake as well. I got tagged a bit. Luckily, I got tagged just before the first enrage timer expired, and that means I hardly took any damage. And at this point, all that extra healing I have been getting throughout the fight will surely be helpful. I do not have any regen charges currently active, but I imagine I'm going to fix that not too long from now. I typically kind of like obviously try to keep an eye mainly on the slow charges and not the regen ones, but at this point I do need that regen. Then I did make the mistake again. I accidentally shot that level 1 and I didn't mean to, but luckily in these conditions I still had the aura of nullification active, and that helped me to switch off the regen buff that she had gained. And at this point I'm already at 4 debuffs, and 4 debuffs can work quite significantly when it comes to lessening the regeneration abilities for X-23 with maxed out Despair. And now that we are at 6 debuffs, 3 stacks of each, we're certainly doing far better. And I'm about to be able to get to another level 2 here, just a cheeky dash back, and that is fight pretty much over with a nice solid 50k crit. So yeah, it obviously is not the easiest way how to defeat X-23. However, it wasn't particularly difficult fight either, and Sorcerer Supreme makes these fights relatively comfortable with all that regeneration. So here are my masteries. If you like, you can pause the video, stop them however you please, so you can see that I did have max Limber, max Mystic Dispersion, max Despair, and max Assassin, max Precision Cruelty, and maxed out Glass Cannon as well. I did have a point in Courage, but that didn't matter because Sorcerer Supreme always tops her health up quite well by herself. And all that being said, I believe we are pretty much done here for today. So I certainly do hope that you guys have enjoyed the video, and if you do think this is quite a quirky and relatively unique X-23 solo, because I don't think I have seen any other Sorcerer Supreme X-23 solos. Maybe I just haven't looked for them. But either way, share this video with your friends, share this video with your alliance mates, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit all the button, all that stuff helps me out greatly, and I do sincerely appreciate it. We are on a mission to hit that 30k subscriber mark. And yeah, that's it, and I'm gonna catch you guys soon. See ya.